I'm Daniel Quan, and this is my technical presentation for mobile application development and its supporting topics. So I'm working with a Pathscape development team, and our team was designated to create a mobile application, porting their web app from web app to iOS and Android. And to explain what Pathscape does, they are basically a CRM company or consumer relations management company similar to Salesforce that seeks to improve efficiency and reduce costs for construction companies and teams. We were given the task of creating a mobile application, and we chose React Native to be the language that we were going to use, as it is somewhat ubiquitous. And for what we were given Figma UI models and just uh, requirements given by the development team, whether it was something that the team had said or written down for us. And so the topics that we're going to cover are UI and user experience principles, cross-platform development frameworks, testing and debugging, and then API integration. All of these, I know it's not really one topic, but it sort of encompasses everything that our team has had to do when developing the mobile application and sort of principles that we've applied when creating the mobile application. So we'll start off with UI and user experience uh, principles. So to start off um, with with this topic, basically we have sort of how do users interact with the mobile application? How do they navigate? What type of information do they put in? And this is more of like what our team has dealt with is more of the front end side of things. So basically dealing with buttons like on this page here with get started and log in. These will take you down different paths in the app. So say you already have an account, that'll branch to an API that'll log you in, and then get started. It'll take you down a path of creating an account, which will create a new account within the database. We have text fields. We obviously have titles to know where you are. Each button has a label. Text fields for like say password and email, and that when text fields need to be entered. Keyboard pops up on the mobile side because you don't have a physical keyboard. It's all virtualized. Uh, we have images, like say here we have the Pathscape logo. What else do we have? This is our two-factor authentication. We have what else? Input for name, input for organization, other types of buttons, which will on the back end side of things have effects on the account or other things that were being created. Drop down menus for, say, currency. And then this is just an example of a few pages that we've implemented in our mobile application for the Pathscape team. Next topic, cross-platform development frameworks. Sort of like the language that we've been implementing in is at its base React Native. Now, at the time uh, that we started the project, we implemented React Native JavaScript as the development team had not uh, given us any insight or any research into like what which path we should have taken, whether it was JavaScript or TypeScript. So we implemented in JavaScript first, as that was most familiar with what we knew, and then it bridged to our Material UI API, and that's what we had initially implemented it in. Uh, More than halfway through the project, the requirements given by the development team had changed as they had realized pretty late into the stage of our application development that JavaScript was not compatible with their APIs to their web app. They wanted to keep their web app and mobile app APIs the same or similar, or branch to the same APIs. So we had to pivot and then change over to TypeScript, and we basically did a transition. It wasn't too bad. Half of our team continued development in JavaScript, creating new pages, and the other half of the team performed the conversion, creating a TypeScript version, the desired version for the development team. Next, we have sort of like a general synopsis of like API integration and kind of our team's experience with that. Um, in my experience with the team, so with the APIs that we've integrated, what I was told, Auth0 Auth0 was one of the APIs that we had to integrate into there for user authentication and verification, specifically for the two-stage verification page, linked to mobile numbers or emails. Pretty sure that the user would have a choice which one it would go to. Then we had the Amazon Web Service database linking accounts to the accounts being created or the accounts being logged into. Next, we had the Gantt chart, which acts as a timeline for creation of tasks and stuff like that. And then we have the Kanban board or the Kanban board. Uh, Basically acts as a to-do list, what has been done and what needs to be done. And then I have an example on the next page here. So this is the Kanban board. They call it the Kanban board. I think it's called Kanban board or something like that. And acts as a to-do list for once the user has been created and a team of users has been created, there's a list of tasks, like a pool of tasks that act as like, okay, like this is a to-do list for the construction team today, tomorrow, what has been completed, what hasn't been completed, what needs to be due, and when, and then sort of like the budget and the time spent, or the projected time spent on each task. And that would be integrated with sort of their predictive analytics and AI that they had wanted us to develop. This is the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart acts as as a timeline for tasks in the sequence when they need to be completed, and then there's obviously overlap between certain tasks that need to uh, concurrently be completed. Okay, and then next I'm going to be showing a peek at the live build of our mobile application. And then this is sort of not the code, but basically what the application looks like to show each and every one of those design principles that I had uh, researched and then implemented with the team. Not so much research now, but research back when we were completing the mobile application in its early stages. So we have two-factor authentication. So you can see we have buttons. You know, verify email will take you to the next page. Back will take you to the last page. Text fields to enter information. Then we have buttons that will conduct different information. And then we have for a drop-down menu, USD, Euro, Pound, and then other forms of currency. And then this can be added upon in later stages. And then we have more of those. And I think that's pretty much it. Thank you.